I've learned so much. About life. About being a good person. If not for you guys, I'd be back on the Thal just waiting to be rescued, like everyone else.
Ezra, you have never been like everyone else.
What exactly am I looking for? Nothing and everything. That doesn't help.
Trust yourself. Trust the Force.
I could see what they were thinking.
You must have established a deep connection with them. The Force is trying to tell you something. Listen to it.
We have hope. Hope that things can get better. And they will.
Is it wrong for me to protect my friends?
How did I choose to win? The question is.
We are rebels. Fighting for the people. It won't be easy. We can't back down just because we're afraid. That's when we need to stand the tallest.
Your voice started something. That something has grown bigger than I ever imagined.
We can do this together.
Let's go get Hera.
You're in terrible trouble.
Hey, I've seen you before.
I have to tell you something. I hate your hair.
Let's go, rebels. Full-scale bombardment of the city. Ezra Bridger, mine at last.
Hang on!
I know what we have to do now. One last lesson.
You've never heard of the Millennium Falcon?
Should I have?
It's a ship that made the Kessel run in less than 12 parsecs.
Hey everyone, and welcome to
Kessel Run Weekly.
My name is Danny.
I'm Heather.
And today we are talking Star Wars Rebels. Yes.
Trailer.
Yes, the trailer. Not the full thing because it's not
out
here yet.
Close.
Close.
Almost. Less than a month.
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I've been waiting for this. Like, next to The Last Jedi, this is what I've been waiting for, but at the same time, I don't want it to come. because then it'll be gone, Heather, and then I'll be brokenhearted. Because this is going to wreck us.
There will be something to take its place.
So we've heard.
It is the golden age of Star Wars.
That's true. I'm not worried about that, but I mean, Kanan and Ezra and Hera.
No,
I don't know. I'm not ready to be wrecked. I guess is what I'm saying.
Right.
But we want to talk the exciting Season 4 trailer. Second half of the Season 4 trailer. Not to be confused with the first half. So it's returning February 19th. On our last podcast, I actually said the 24th, and I apologize. That was incorrect. Yes, I did.
I wasn't ready.
So it's the 19th, not the 24th. So it's even earlier. So awesome. So just kind of like an early present or something. I don't know. So coming back the 19th, we got a really exciting trailer with a lot of cool stuff. Like
too much cool stuff. The scenes were it was so packed.
Oh yeah.
It was so emotional.
Mm-hmm.
It was so compelling. To those that like the show, somebody that doesn't like it because it's a cartoon wouldn't understand what I'm saying. But I had chills. I had a bit of a tear. Now, granted, I'm like very emotional lately because a lot of stuff's going on in my life. But I was and it was just bam, 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 stuff. Mm-hmm. I couldn't even take it all in. I've watched it a few times now. I still haven't seen everything.
I feel like I haven't either, because literally, so we watched it right before we started recording this again, and I found more things, and I was like, is this unending?
Yeah.
So it was like a treasure trove.
It's like you look down to right, and then you look up, and you've missed 5 scenes already.
Exactly.
Which is great, because when you're just watching it, it's just like an assault. Not a bad one, but wow, you know,
Yeah.
it's impactful and everything.
Mhm.
But when you're trying to analyze it, it's
Oh, absolutely. No, I completely agree. As far as the trailer and everything goes, like I want to agree with you too. When I first saw it, especially the end with the Loth Wolves coming up behind his back and everything, I had chills. I was tearing up just like you. So don't think you were alone. But no, I definitely was right there with you because I mean it's an emotional, like it feels like a finale. It feels like you're seeing the end. I mean it is, but yeah.
But that scene to me was like one last time. What would make him say that, Danny?
No. I don't want it to be the last time. One last lesson, yes.
One more time.
But yeah, so let's go through, well, as much as we could catch of the trailer, the 50 times we've tried to watch it.
Yeah, I should have gone through it scene by scene, but I've kind of had the flu and
It's okay.
got a lot of stuff on my brain. But
yes, Heather is being like super trooper over here. Like she's really been struggling lately. So you guys keep her in your thoughts and everything. She's healing up. But yeah, she's for the love of Star Wars, guys.
yeah, I was afraid. I was driving down the road to go get me like some tissues and like some water, and I had just taken a shot of cold medicine, and I didn't think about it until I got in the car and started driving, and I'm like, I don't think they could hit me for that, but if something happened. I watched this Jag episode one time where this chick got arrested because she had too much cough medicine and they got her for drunk driving.
Oh my goodness.
So yeah, I'm a little out there.
Well, safe to say you made
that
it.
out if you want.
I don't know. It's pretty much gold. No, I'm just kidding. So cool. So let's go ahead and dive into the trailer. Okay. So,
Yes.
So the trailer opens up with a lot of old scenes, actually.
Yes.
So it's like season 1 through 3 kind of stuff, all centered around Ezra, because I feel like I know personally I've forgotten multiple times that this is Ezra's story. Yeah.
I've never thought of it as Ezra's story personally.
Yeah. Well, and see, and I haven't either because it seems. I mean, it's more of the Ghost Crew story.
Exactly.
But Pablo Hidalgo, and it's been reiterated multiple times through multiple things, that it's about Ezra. It's what it all centers around, and so
they might know.
Maybe a little.
Maybe just a little bit.
So yes, so we have it open up with a whole lot of scenes from Ezra and everything, and we have the conversation on Chopper Base between Kanan and Ezra, where Kanan tells him, you've never been like everyone else. And then we have other stuff where he's going through talking about his connection with the animals and all that kind of stuff. Like he was like he could see into their mind. He had a deep connection with them. And then with the holocrons and like literally every major thing about Ezra, I feel like that's all connected. I mean, obviously in some way it always has been, but right. I think that there's going to be something that's going to come to a head at the end. What did you think about all those?
I thought that Ezra they keep calling him a Jedi. And I get it, you know, and everything. If you carry a lightsaber, you're a Jedi. Unless it's red, then you're a Sith.
Yeah.
You know, it's a very limited view of the Force. Mm-hmm. But to me, Kanan was never a knight. Mm-mm. So it's a child that has definite abilities, definitely a Force wielder, being trained with someone else that has definite abilities, that's a Force wielder, but I would not call a Jedi.
Right. Neither one of them, yeah.
No. And, you know, I think it's a start of something beautiful.
Absolutely.
And there are trials and things. I think that Ezra is going to touch the dark side again. Mm-hmm. And it's probably going to either cause Kanan's death or be a manifestation of it. But but I think that he will eventually come back. And if he makes it, then, but if he doesn't.
Yeah. I got you. I really like Ezra in that way. Exactly the way you described, too, how everybody keeps saying Jedi, all this other kind of stuff. I mean, he's kind of along the same path as Rey. Rey doesn't have that formal training. Kanan didn't have that formal training to completion. Ezra certainly is getting just some derivative of it. But both him and Rey have both touched the dark side.
But
they've
maybe
gone there.
we have too limited of an idea of what a Jedi is.
Or it's been diluted around down the decades and everything, and the Jedi didn't really know what the because that's the thing and I hate to bring Last Jedi into a Star Wars Rebels, but I mean it's all connected. It really is,
right?
And so I mean it keeps reminding me of like that the area where Luke and Rey go on the island where he's like, now reach out, all that kind of stuff. On the floor you see the Prime Jedi, as it's described in the Last Jedi visual dictionary, which the Prime Jedi has both light and dark. It's not two Jedi, it's one. And so I think that it's been diluted throughout the centuries of, oh no, purge all the darkness, purge all the darkness. No, because some of that makes you. Some of that makes you better.
Nothing can be all light or all dark and succeed. But that's the same thing I've been harping for a year now almost. So I feel like I say the same thing over and over and over. So
it's like you have an opinion or something.
It's like I have an opinion and it doesn't change somehow. I don't know.
But I'm interested to see Ezra's growth. Because he did, I feel like he did grow a lot towards the end of the last season 3, into season 4 and everything. He's matured, which is something that both you and I were like, come on, guy. At some time you've got to get with it. And I feel like he has, and he's getting there. But I love that Kanan even goes so far to say, I feel like the Force is telling you something. So there's some greater something to Ezra, and I can't wait to know what it is. So
I just hope that Kanan gets to see it.
I do too. Is that a blind joke though? No, I'm just teasing.
Everybody in their blind jokes.
Yeah, I hope he does too. I don't want Kanan to be gone.
He's gonna be gone. I just mean, I hope
I'm in denial.
Gets to see the manifestation of Ezra really come before
the fruit of his works, kind of.
Right.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah, no, I definitely do too. Because I feel like, in all honesty, that's the father figure he's had since he met him and everything. Not what he ever intended, but that's who he looks up to. Well, that's where he goes from, I don't feel like I can teach you anything more, and all this other kind of stuff. And Ezra tells him, you've taught me life. You've taught me more than just being a Jedi. And that's what's important between their relationship, and that's what I really love. I'm all for Space Family. So, but yeah, I really hope that Kanan does stick around at least long enough for that. I do think, reluctantly, I do think that I agree with you that he will not make it through the season. But
I don't even think he'll make it far through the season. I thought he was already going to kick it like the last half. So.
I thought he was too, to be honest.
He made it further than I thought already.
Yeah, they released the episode names. Now there's not spoilers in the episode names themselves. Somebody had put some synopsis in there that did have stuff in there, and I was like, scroll! Like I was trying to get past it as quick as I could. But one of the episode names is Doom. So, stands to reason it's going to be a pretty significant Kanan episode, because that was the theme that was playing through the first half of that Doom and everything. So, I'm interested to see Kanan become Caleb again. That'll be interesting.
I think that's what the haircut is meaning. I mean, who would take the time to cut their hair before they go save the love of their life?
Yeah.
Well, if you are trying to create a feeling of being your old self, I mean, he was young. I mean, he was 14.
Yeah.
So he would have had short hair, and, he wouldn't have had any facial hair yet. So, I mean, that is really he's been hiding behind, the scoundrel
Yeah.
for so long that there's really not much else he can do to visually and mentally cement himself as Caleb again.
I'm interested to see that process too of him accepting that part of him. Because I mean, Kanan has had quite a journey throughout the series too. Especially one of my favorite episodes with him and Ezra, and I think and Ahsoka as well. I think is when they go to the Jedi Temple, and I think I can't remember. I think it's after he gets his crystal. I think this is on down, but it's when he meets the Inquisitor as a Jedi Temple guard.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, and he knights him and all that kind of stuff and everything. But I feel like that's part of Kanan's healing, because he refused that Jedi identity because of what happened and because he was hurting. And so, I mean, apart from survival itself,
right,
he assumed this identity of Kanan Jarrus. So I'm definitely excited to see Caleb Doom come to fruition. There is also the other possibility that, I mean, he just wanted to look good for his girl and it backfired. So...
But he would have done a better job cutting his hair.
But we don't cut our own hair, Heather.
We don't cut our own hair. Baby, we don't cut our own hair. How good of a haircut could you really get with that knife in about 5 seconds?
I know. That's what I'm saying. So, I mean, it's not like he was like, you know what? I need a barber.
Because we didn't
Where's
see
the
much
Lothal
of
barber?
it, but it looked like it had like a little ducktail thing in the back.
He's got his rat tail, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Bringing back the 90s.
Well, I get the like braid thing, but
yeah.
I don't know. You think he wouldn't need the braid thing with since he's been knighted by dude that went bad.
That's true. Yeah, I don't know that he's got the braid necessarily.
Well, I don't know. It's like
there's something really there though. It's almost like
there's something there. It's like a little. I don't know.
Don't know.
When I saw it though, I was like, John's gonna cut his hair. Alpha Ignition.
Yes.
Is gonna cut his hair, and I'm wondering how committed he is gonna be to that particular haircut. Now, I saw his haircut, and it is awesome. It looks great on him.
Yes.
So he did not. I mean, he was committed, but he wasn't as like bald.
Grab the ponytail, chop it off.
Yeah. So yay.
He did it the way Kanan should have done it.
Right. He should have gone to Supercuts.
Yes. There you go. Oh man, I do love the part though where like it's where it goes over to Hera being imprisoned and everything, and she's like, "Oh, you're gonna be in so much trouble." I'm just like, "Ooh, I can't wait for that."
Yes.
You don't steal Jedi Man's. You can't steal his girl. You can't do that. No. That's a surefire way. Well, as we saw, to fall multiple stories with a hole being cut out from under you. So there you go. He's like, all bets are off. Forget the code. So yeah. I'm definitely excited to see the whole state of Canera.
Yeah.
For sure.
That a thing?
That is a thing. That's like their ship name, I think. Yeah. Hernan. I don't know. Something about Hernan just doesn't
stuff
sit
going on that I snorted.
Oh my god. That's great.
Oh man, I can't breathe.
I think I know why they went with Canera then. So.
Hernan the Barbarian.
That's what it sounds like. It's pretty close to Herman too, so there you go.
Yeah, I'm too old to understand the whole merging of names.
I don't know.
So,
yeah.
I don't know.
I
remember Bennifer being the first one, and I was already a grown-up person with a baby. So.
Not my scene.
Really. But I've never really, I don't know. So.
I hear you. So yeah, so moving forward from there, so we actually get some looks at some characters that are returning. I can't remember. In the first half, did we see Rex? I want to say that we saw him on Yavin, but I can't remember. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we did, but I don't know. But anyway, Rex, Gregor, and Wolf are all back, so that's cool. Because I think more so we've only seen Rex here recently, and so the whole team's back together.
Did I miss that scene?
That may have been when you went to go right, but it was a quick scene of all three of them together.
I saw it in the beginning, which was I thought it was the replay of what happened when they were all together.
See, I thought it was a new scene. I could be wrong though. Let us know.
I thought one of the guys kicked it in that particular.
No, I'm pretty sure that I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure
I
that
thought
Gregor
the guy
and Wolf
that
are still alive.
called the Empire to tell him.
Oh no, he's still alive. Yeah, I know what you're talking about, but yeah, no, he's still alive. Yeah.
Yeah, sorry guys.
Heather, are you spoiling things? No, I'm just teasing. We have no foreknowledge, guys, by the way, just in case. We're speculating just like you guys are.
I do know. Never mind.
But yeah, so Rex, Gregor, Wolf are back together and everything, which is really cool. Rook has made a return, obviously. Yes. I mean, he wasn't done with it first. Yeah, I am too.
He scares the ever-living stuff out of my children.
Creepy dude.
So much so that my 12-year-old, then 11, was, kill him! Don't let him live! You gotta kill him! Just get rid of him! I'm like, golly, baby!
There you go.
He's not usually like that.
Such a visceral reaction for a child.
Yeah, he was scared. He was like, you gotta get rid of that dude. That dude's scary.
Yep. There you go.
He's gonna come back and he's gonna hurt you.
Yep. He's back too, and dueling against Zeb again. So yeah. So I'm interested to see how that goes. I wonder if Zeb will make it. I want him to, because I want him to be on Yavin 4. But at the same time, I don't know. I don't feel like. I don't know.
I don't think he'll make it, but it'd be cool if he did.
Cool. Yeah. I mean, overall, the only ones absolutely confirmed that we know make it are Hera and Chopper. That's it.
Right.
Because of the Forces of Destiny short after Return of the Jedi. So,
right.
So yeah, so we know that they make it then. It's just too much in the open. It's killing me. I want to know, but I don't want to know, and I just But anyways, but yeah. So I'm excited to see Rook for sure coming back because creepy dude needs to go. Something needs to happen there. And then we get a quick shot of Sabine with Ezra's lightsaber too. Did you catch that one?
No, I did not.
Yes.
I was probably writing.
It was literally seconds, if that, maybe 1 second to be honest. It looked like she's in a gunship of some kind, and she's flying out with his lightsaber. She has Ezra's lightsaber, so that'll be interesting.
He probably just dropped it and then went on one of his little things without his jetpack like he was supposed to, and you always got to take it to him.
He wasn't taught the same way Anakin was. Your lightsaber is your life.
Right. So he's like, she's like, you left your lightsaber again. You don't need it. Yeah.
So I mean, it probably is one of those scenes, but I'm interested to see what kind of battle trouble they've gotten into and everything.
Oh yeah, I was just being.
No, it is probably one of those scenes, if we're being honest, because, I mean, when does Ezra not lose things? So, I mean, and he's an expert with a jetpack. So, yeah. So, a lot of cool stuff there. I want to get to the meat of everything. The one thing
I didn't see any meat.
Well, there wasn't any, physical meat in it. So that's good.
I was like, golly,
I
missed a lot more than I thought it did.
Yeah, the whole crew sat down for burgers. No. No, the Mortis stuff that was in the trailer. Yes. That's what I've been dying to talk about. I haven't wanted to talk to you about it in full because I knew we were going to do the show and everything. But it's time to unleash because I'm freaking excited. So we get Ezra walking in this crazy place that I noticed the time that we just watched it moments ago that it's the same hieroglyphs as on Mortis, where Anakin's battling the son and the daughter and all that kind of stuff. The same exact constellations, the same exact everything the whole hieroglyphs and everything. So it's like he's in a way returning to Mortis, which is really cool. And then we get the convor, the little owl bird thing up there. What do you think of that?
I know you. Well, I mean, everybody knows that's Ahsoka.
It has something to do with Ahsoka.
Yeah, it's not Ahsoka, but it's like,
yeah,
you know, it's it has to do with Ahsoka.
Absolutely.
And you know, everybody's kind of got the theory that Ahsoka is the manifestation of the daughter.
I have that theory too.
Yeah, I haven't heard anybody vary.
Yeah,
but I try to avoid theories. So,
well, and McKenna the other night when we were talking to her actually pointed out as well that every time we see Ahsoka, I'm not pulling a spoiler. I know that look. Every time we see Ahsoka, the convor is not far behind or precedes her.
Right.
So,
which we've noticed before,
right?
You know. So, I do kind of hope that means that we will see Vader again.
Okay.
Because we haven't seen him in a while. And I would love to see him, and he could be the manifestation of the sun.
Okay. Yeah.
I don't know. But that's just my excuse to see Vader again.
I want to see Vader and Thrawn buddy cop drama. I'm just teasing.
Yeah.
I do want to see Vader meet Thrawn though on screen. Like that would be killer.
On screen, I was going to say we're fixing to see it in a book.
Exactly. Thrawn Alliances. But yeah, so it's to add on to what you were saying and everything. So yes, I want to see Vader too, but I don't think that Vader will be in this. As much as I feel like in the Mortis saga from Clone Wars that Anakin is the son, and Obi-Wan's probably more than likely the representation of the father, Ahsoka being the daughter, I feel like it shifted a little bit. Because, and I'd read this theory online, I'm not sure from who, I don't know what validity to it, but I thought it was interesting enough to talk about, is that they're saying that Ahsoka is the daughter. That stays. I mean, there's no variation on that. Ezra as the son, so could be with his dabble between both dark and light.
Right.
And Kanan as the father. I don't know exactly how I feel about Kanan being the father. Ezra seems very viable as being the representation of the son. I want to know why he's getting this vision, though. Or if he's actually on Mortis or something has happened. Because, I mean, we know our Loth Wolves are like space travelers, time travelers, whatever they are. They can hyperspace travel. So it stands to reason they may be connected to Mortis in a way. Even though, technically, I think Mortis was destroyed. I'm not sure 100% on that. Because, I mean, there's nobody there to keep it. So, because the father, son, and daughter all died.
I thought it started to disintegrate and they had to zoom off before it went.
Yes,
that was a technical term.
See, yeah.
Well, yeah, I forgot about the other dudes. So,
but yeah, so I think that there's something there. I mean, obviously there's something there, but that is what I'm most excited about this entire trailer. When you get to see the hieroglyphs and everything, and then you see the father, son, and daughter on the wall with the convor on the daughter's shoulder and everything. I think Ahsoka is the daughter. I think she's the manifestation of the daughter because the daughter gave her life to save her. So it stands to reason that that's possible.
Part of me kind of hopes that Ahsoka is the manifestation of the daughter. Yes. And then
yeah,
that's it.
That's it.
Nobody has to be everybody.
Well, that's true. Well, no, and I mean more so in symbolism as far as terms of the balance of the Force. Because I wonder if that's what it's more of a representation of. Not necessarily saying, well, you have to take my place and you have to take my place. More of, okay, well, this is where we stand. And so I wonder if it comes to that point where it's like, Ezra, this is your place in the world. And maybe he has the same kind of, well, not the same, but a similar choice to make like Anakin did on Mortis. So maybe I don't know.
We get to see his future. boom, boom, boom.
He's DJ.
And then
No, I'm
it
just
just
kidding.
all gets wiped away so that it can just
Right.
happen anyway.
Right. Way to keep it in canon, Lucasfilm. It's like, oh, he saw it. Oh my God, how did it still happen? And it's gone. It's like, oh, well, that's how. But yeah, so I'm really excited about everything about that.
Yeah.
Because I mean, I know I've said it multiple times. I mean, weird Star Wars is the greatest Star Wars. Like, I love when it gets weird and strange and like all forcey and everything. It's the best. Like, I love the Force powers that were in Last Jedi, the Force Skype and all that kind of stuff. Thought it was great.
Right.
I'm really excited to see what they bring to this. Because I mean, you don't have to worry about special effects budgets or anything like that. Draw it to a page, you got it. So, I'm very excited to see what happens. I do want to talk about Palpatine though, showing up out of literally nowhere, because I don't think he hasn't been in the entire entire series at all. It's just been Vader, Tarkin, and Thrawn. So yeah, so Palpatine shows up, which, by the way, side note, that's actually Ian McDiarmid.
Yes.
Which is really exciting. It's like and it may be trailer magic the way they did it, but it looks like Palpatine's part of whatever vision or whatever visit Ezra's doing. So it may be a future thing or something like that. I don't know, because like it's weird because like you see the purple fire all around Palpatine and he's saying Ezra Bridger and all that kind of stuff. That was pretty good, right?
That was pretty good. I like that.
And then
Do it again.
Ezra Bridger.
Even better.
Oh, thanks. I've been practicing. And then you see the fire shoot towards Ezra, and in the background you can see those lit up white hieroglyphs that you see earlier when he's passing the convoy and all that kind of stuff. So I think it's all part of that vision. Even still, it's freaking cool that the Palpatine is coming.
Yeah.
Like, that's awesome. I'm so excited about this whole thing. Like, so excited, obviously, if you can't tell. So yeah, and then we get some giant wolves.
Yes.
Like
dire wolves.
Super giant wolves. Yes, super
Well,
dire
I have
wolves.
D&D up there somewhere. So dire wolves
Yeah.
is what I call them, but
Well, we go from ones that are already very large, very intimidating, to one where Ezra's like the size of their paw. Maybe to the ankle or something like that, and it's just like, oh my gosh. I want to know what they mean. I want to know what they're there for. That they intrigued me quite a bit. Actually, recently I bought a pin. It's a Loth Wolf pin. It's really cool.
Ooh.
From, I think it's 800 Pound Productions. They were selling some pins. They had one that the eyes lit up and it was like black. It looked really cool. I couldn't get it. I got the regular one. It looks really awesome. But yeah, so look for that when it comes in.
yeah.
But yeah, so just, I don't know. I love the wolves. Like, I almost want a wolf tattoo, to be honest with you, because they're so freaking cool.
Would be awesome. And then they're probably gonna like turn out to be nothing. And then
Exactly.
you have a tattoo, and
You're right. Safe to wait.
yeah, I'd wait.
Because you know me and pulling the trigger real quickly on things like that. But yeah, so did you have anything to say about the wolves or anything else or
I
anything you noticed about
kind
those?
of we kind of skipped past Palpatine.
Oh, okay. Let's talk about Palpatine.
I'm kind of hoping that it's not a vision. I'm
Oh, okay.
hoping that it's actually there, and I don't think that it's him in the holographic image, maybe.
Okay. It didn't
But
seem holographic.
no, there was a holographic image with Ezra standing in front of it,
Oh, that holographic image. I got you.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
and it was Ian McDiarmid speaking.
Mm-hmm.
And so it, I don't think that they're
Mm-mm.
the same, but I'm hoping that he is there.
Mhm.
And I would love to see Ezra start to turn or be fueling him somehow that he is turning
Mm-hmm.
based on maybe what he did to Kanan or something.
Huh. I like that. That would be really interesting.
Because, I mean, if he starts to turn and then Palpatine and Kanan attacks Palpatine based on what's going on, and Palpatine is Palpatine, and I'm sorry, but Kanan is Kanan. He's awesome.
Yeah.
But he's not the greatest
Palpatine
Sith
level.
in history.
Right.
So, and then, you know, somehow Ezra, you know, tricks him somehow, like, and then does his Ezra thing like he always does, and comes back, and this one's for Kanan one last time.
I would like that a lot, actually.
I don't think, I mean, obviously he doesn't do anything to him.
Yeah, well,
but, I mean...
yeah. It would still be cool to see that confrontation.
Yeah,
especially,
that's the confrontation I would like to see.
Right, especially with what Ezra has been going through with the holocrons and with everything, touching the dark side, all that kind of stuff. I definitely think it would be interesting. And it could be what leads to those wolves behind him, which was the freaking coolest thing ever. Like, I was not expecting that. I was like, all right, cool, lightsaber in the dark, always looks awesome. Oh my god, there's eyes behind him. Like, that was the best. I love that so much. I just, it was awesome. So yeah, so I would love to see that confrontation, or
that
some kind of I don't know. I don't see Ezra surviving that confrontation is the only thing. And maybe that's how he bites it. I don't know if he does. I doubt that they'd kill the star of the show, to be honest.
It's the end of the show.
It is the end of the show. But it's still a good show, so I don't know. It has had its dark moments, yeah. Not that we didn't...
They kill people every episode.
I was about to say, yeah. And then on top of that, I mean... we did slice up some Inquisitors back way when, so it's not out of the realm of possibility.
Maybe he gets snoped. Who knows?
Oh, you just got snoped.
You just got snoped.
So cool. So I want to talk about that figure at the end. So I wonder if it's Ahsoka. Because of the way the hood sits up and everything, it reminded me of when she was Fulcrum.
Right.
And so I wonder if it's that, or maybe it's an old Fulcrum transmission or something like that. I don't know. What do you think?
I don't either. I just was like,
I stared at it way too long.
I don't know. I'm just really intrigued.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
I don't have any, like, because, I mean...
I would either want it to be Ahsoka or some old Jedi Master that he's found.
Right, it could be Obi-Wan for all we know. I mean...
I think that would be cool because, I mean, it ends the whole thing with one last lesson.
Right,
what it reminds me of, what it reminds me of is how the Jedis, when they would become knights, they had their trials, and they would have one last trial, and everything. And so I feel like that's what we're equating it to, is the impression I got. And so I wonder if that has anything to do with it. I don't know. I mean, there's a lot of speculation, obviously, in this trailer.
Right. I mean...
yeah. And thank goodness.
It's all fun anyway.
Exactly.
And the odds of any of it being right are probably pretty nil.
I'm always right. Oh, the silence. Anyways. This is so cool. Did you have anything else you wanted to talk about on the trailer or theories or anything like that?
I think it's going to be a Rogue One situation, but tasteful.
Okay. Everybody dies.
Everybody dies, Rose. Everybody dies. That's a Doctor Who reference. A change, just touch.
Points if you got that. Who fans are welcome as well.
Hope so, because I got Who, I got Potter. I got Lord of the Rings
I'm only sporting one over here.
I've got so many fandoms. I'm like,
how do you keep up with all of them? I'm just teasing. So cool. So February 19th, we start to get our answers. So I am very, very excited about that for sure.
Yes.
So since I think we've covered the trailer. Enough on that. So I did want to kind of talk some last kind of things for you guys to expect. So in the month of February, right before Rebels starts back and everything, we are going to be reading Ahsoka. Yes. You always have that book handy. I feel so bad because mine's like in the other room. But yeah, so it's going to be our Holocron book club. So Ahsoka. And we may have a special guest or so. I don't know. We'll have to see. You'll have to tune in to find out. So that's what we got coming. And a lot of cool stuff in the works, guys. Some new guests for the year. Just a lot of fun stuff. We're excited to be back. Absolutely. So make sure that if you aren't already, come follow us on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, whichever one you love. We're on all of them. We like to hang out on Instagram mostly, but you can come check us out on all of those, Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram, at Kessel Run Weekly, or you can come find us and everything that we do on KesselRunWeekly.com. We got some cool stuff coming up, a lot of new content that we're expecting, so hopefully we'll be seeing that here soon in the future. We'll let you know when it comes up. So yeah, so if you don't have anything else,
I don't think so.
Cool. All right, so we'll go ahead and we'll close it out. So, guys, thank you so much for listening. If you're watching this on YouTube, hit that like and subscribe. Podcast, subscribe to us there so that way you know when all of our episodes drop. And until next time, my name is Danny.
I'm Heather.
And may the Force be with you.